Hey, hey, Reading Rangers, great to see you again. Mrs. Hannon here. I am ready to do day number 3 of our pre-reading skills, concepts of print. Woo! What does that mean, concepts of print? Well, let me explain. All right, concepts of print means that a child knows how a book works. All right, they've figured out that those little squiggles on the page mean something. All right, plus they've got a few more skills and vocab words under their belt. Okay, they know how to hold a book. All right, a child who doesn't have concepts of print, you'll hand them a book and they'll hold it like this. Right, a kiddo should know how to hold a book. All right, so that the picture is facing up. They should know how to turn pages. All right. Oh, this is kind of a big book. This wasn't the best choice, eh? All right, so they know how to turn pages carefully. Yeah. They know that print goes from left to right and top to bottom. All right, this is all for English, by the way. Obviously, if you're reading in Hebrew, it would go exactly backwards, but I don't think any of you are doing that. So anyway, Japanese goes a different direction too. But again, we're talking about English today. So left to right, top to bottom, all right? And that these squiggles actually have sounds. Not just that they convey meaning, but that the squiggles make a sound, right? Okay, so those are concepts of print. How do you teach those? Okay, of course, by modeling, right? So that's why I'm going to recommend that when you are reading with an early reader, a pre-reader, that you're going, as an adult, you're going to point as you go. Alrighty? You don't need to point anymore. You already know how to read, but your kid is learning left to right, top to bottom. So I suggest using your finger to point, all right? One of the cardinal rules that we have in education is start as you mean to go on. If I want my kiddo to be pointing and learning left to right, top to bottom, I need to do that myself, okay? Also, now when you are introducing a book, use the proper vocabulary terms, all right? So the title is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. The author is Eric Carle. So say title and author. We find those things on the cover of the book. These are pages. Okay, so make sure to use those proper vocabulary terms, because kiddo comes to school, we ask them, well, what's the title of this book? They're like, huh? Right? Because a lot of times parents will say, well, it's called. No, the title of the book. These things have to be taught with the proper vocab words, okay? Title, author, cover, back cover, pages, okay? We already talked about pointing yourself so that they learn top to bottom, left to right, all right? And how do you get a kiddo to turn the page? You say, ding! All right, so when I'm reading with a little kid and I get to the end of the page, I'll say, ding, and they know it's time to turn the page, right? This is also a wonderful time to start with some tumble books or some audio books that kiddo can follow along in, right? Tumble books, you can highlight the text, all right, and that'll help go left to right, top to bottom. That'll help cement that. When I was a little kid, we still had 45s. And my favorite thing to do in the world, I had a 45 and a little paper book of Snow White and Rose Red. And I must have done that 100 times because I thought it was so cool to be a grown-up and I could point at the words. I'm sure I wasn't pointing at the right words at the time. All right. But that's okay because there was a to tell me it was time to turn the page. All right, so those are your concepts of print, and they have to be taught. Your kiddo is not going to pick up concepts of print by osmosis, okay? So again, use the proper vocabulary terms, title, cover, author, these kinds of things. Turning the pages, let kiddos start doing that. Top to bottom, left to right, squiggles make sounds, sounds convey meaning. I hope that helps. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.